Hello and welcome to the third tutorial about Discotoolz label accounting. This tutorial is about editing editing releases and tracks when we get some unspecified details from the statements. So I've imported some new statements and I got some other labels here. So I'll use this label. As you can see, all the statements are from Bitport. So if I go into releases, you will see that most releases are unconfirmed, just yellow. I only need to confirm them in order for them to become green. Apart from this one, which is red, that means that while importing, we could not find, Discotoolz could not find any tracks assigned to this release. When we're talking about Bitport, this is usually because in the specific statement or statements there were only bundle sales, so we could not find out the actual tracks in the release. In this case, what I'm going to do in order to turn it yellow and then be able to confirm it, as you can see, confirm is not an option here. I'll just go to Bitport. I want to look for this release to my race kits, so I'll just go into Google, write this down, search, find it, click on it, and I get the release page on Bitport. So I'll just copy the release catalog, the release ID from Bitport, go back to Discotoolz, import it from Bitport. Just type down the release ID. And I get the details. There's only one track in this release, and we don't have an RSC or a mixer. Putting ISRCs is always good, especially, but now we all have to do it with Bitport. Just update this, so this has turned yellow, and I can also confirm it. Okay. When we're importing from Bitport or InGrooves or other distributors, we will get sufficient details so that we will not have tracks that we don't know what release they come from. Okay. Unfortunately, this is not the case with iTunes. So if I get an iTunes statement into Excel, I will notice that the only thing that distinguishes a bundle from a track sale is the ISRC, and that there is no way to know what release, what album a track should goes to, apart from ISRC. And especially when I have imported from somewhere else. Case is that if I import Bitport first and I have all the right codes, the track will just directly go in there if I have the ISRC on Bitport. If I don't have the ISRC on Bitport, there is no way to know that the track is the same as something else apart from its title and all those details. Okay. Discotoolz will automatically assign a track to another track that it's the same track if the ISRC is the same or if the title and artist are exactly the same. It will not assign it if it finds two different tracks already in the system with the same track title and track artist. That's because it doesn't want to automatically say that this is that when it can, where it can be in two different releases. So to show you, you also see that iTunes, this is USD, but if I open, for example, another one, this, for example, sorry, not that. drop it here. This is in Japanese currency. Discotoolz will automatically, as we said before, convert all sales to USD using the European Central Bank exchange rates. We always have to be sure that we should always be sure if we want to get the exact same rate, otherwise the last one will be used, that we have the last information, today's information or yesterday's information from the ECB. Otherwise, the last known exchange rate in the database in our system will be used for converting. So it's always good to just click on update before you import statements that are not in USD. So items are here. I'll just go on and process them. So they're all converted in USD, as you can see here. But what the issue is now, let's give it a second to calculate everything. That we have some orphaned releases. These are from iTunes. Obviously the UBC was not specified here, so it cannot assign them to anything. So I need to tell it that these releases should not be orphaned. But I already know that I have imported this release. The best way to do this is just click and sort by title, so that you can see for each orphan all the releases that are very near to it. So see, this and that, they're not exactly the same, that's why it wasn't assigned. This is worked. We chose not to do this automatically because there might be chances where like there are slightly different names, and we didn't want to just, because if we just assigned it automatically, the user wouldn't know that something might be wrong. This way we definitely know that it's wrong. So the best thing to do is merge. I can merge these two releases into one. I'll just have to click on the one, drop it onto the other, drag and drop it onto the other, and choose what the release should be. So just name it that, and it will all be added together. I can do this, same for that. Okay, so they become one. Also, if I go to tracks, there are some orphan tracks, tracks that we don't know what release they come from. I can sort by status and see that I have 40 orphan tracks, which is quite a lot. So there are two ways to sort this out. First, it's again the same, sort by title, then find out where this track should go. I see that this track can go into ER168 because there is a track like that already there. Okay, and could also go here or here. That's why it's orphaned, because there are more than one releases that already have this track in it. So I can just go, say, here, right click, assign to release, and say I will assign it to 168. Okay. So suggested releases will show me releases that already have the track in there. So 168, so it's already here. So I'll click on that, assign. So this, where is it? 168 is this one. It's got two of the tracks, the orphan track and the track that already exists in 168 were merged. So we got the total of the two. Could do this. The other way I can do this actually is if I know that a lot of tracks that are orphaned come from a specific release, that 168 already selected here, I can go to add orphaned here, having selected 168, show suggested tracks on this side, on the release side, will show me all the tracks all the orphan tracks, all the red tracks in the tracks pane that have the same name as tracks in this release. So all these tracks do have this kind of name. So I can just select all of them together. So you see in total I have 39 orphans and the suggested are 17, so it's quite easy. There is also a chance sometimes when a track already exists in a release, for example this one, okay, Wasabi Basement Fix Remix, and this one we know that are the same track. Okay, so this is orphaned. I will have to assign it to 167. Assign it to. There is no suggested release this time, so I'll just go and write down 167. So this one goes into release 167. And now I can see that this and that are the exact same track, but it's listed twice. That will result in wrong calculation for bundle sales, because the tracks in a bundle will be more than they actually are. What I can do is merge these two tracks, just drag and drop, choose what I want it to be called. So it's a Wasabi track, Basement Fix Mix, so I'll get this. So this and that sales will be added together and become this. So now the track list is right. I can go and confirm it. So everything will be calculated correctly.